What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and we are bringing you a Black Ops 2 gameplay using the M27 with a red dot and I believe a not a grip. I think it's fast mag. Maybe I don't think I have stock on here. Maybe just because I haven't unlocked it. But in this gameplay, we did. I don't remember exactly what the beginning was, but I believe we do come out with a win. We play the hardcore objective, and I end up getting lots of kills in it. So I hope you do all enjoy this Black Ops 2 gameplay. And if you're wondering why I have this ERDL camo on it, I believe that's what it's called. It's like one of the first camos because I'm trying to get headshots, and I'm like, you know, why not throw on that little classic camo there? So I hope you all enjoyed this gameplay, and we're going to be discussing a touchy kind of topic today, and it has to do with like different kinds of control, not like different kinds of controllers, but mainly focusing on one type of controller, the Scuf controller. You know, whether you have Scufs for like any system like PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, I want to discuss a little bit about Scuf controllers. Now, before we get started talking about Scuf controllers, I want to make it clear, like, I know that the pro gamers use them, and that's another story. This is like a part 1 video to another part 2 video that I'm going to be doing in a couple of days, but, you know, they're not like, they're kind of related to where, you know, like, pro gamers use Scuf controllers, and I'm kind of come out with a video talking about pro gamers on another day, but not today. That's going to be for a different video. We're going to be talking about just these Scuf controllers, and like I said, you know, I'm going to be talking in a negative type of way. I know I don't like to talk about negative things here, you know, I mean, you don't like to hear negative news and stuff like that, but I hope you all enjoy this gameplay or commentary nevertheless, because even if you use a Scuf controller, I'm going to tell you what is an unfair advantage of it, we'll say. That's going to be the title of the video. The Scuf controllers first are unfair. Completely unfair. I don't like, this is all opinionated, by the way, so you could leave your comments below on what you think about Scuf controllers. They are just, you know, there's really no other way to say it. Now, let's first of all say that Scuf controllers, right, you know, you've got your grips on the side of the controllers, you've got your thumbsticks selected to whatever you want to have them to, you know, like an advantage of the thumbstick. You can select the paint or whatever the custom controller has on it, but imagine if Scuf controllers came with the Xbox system. Like, if you walked into a GameStop and the Scuf controller was just the regular Xbox controller, then there wouldn't even be a talk, there wouldn't even be a need to make this video, because Scuf controllers would be fair, because everybody has one, and that's the problem with the Scuf controller. Scuf controllers, like, you know, like obviously they have the regular controllers for $60, I think they're $60 for Xbox controllers, and I don't know about PlayStation controllers, but Xbox controllers are $60, and, you know, $60 for a controller, if you really need it, isn't really that bad, but spending upwards of $200 for a controller is just, I think it's just insane. Now, some people, you know, obviously have that type of money that they can spend on controllers, but normal people, like, either, I mean, I'm just saying that I'm a normal person, you know, a normal person like me, or a normal person that just plays the game, they don't have that much money or whatever to spend on an extra controller with paddles that they have on the back of the controller and all that, just to jump shot and do all that. So I play, like, personally, like I said before, I play with a regular controller, and I don't find any difficulty with that. I will get into extensions that I do have on my controller, like Control Freaks or whatever, but in the most part, it's a regular controller. There's nothing, you know, extended or extra about this controller. There's nothing at all. It's just a plain Xbox controller that I could buy at a GameStop. It's a black one, and yeah, I mean, like I said before, like, custom controllers like paint jobs, those are fine. Like, and also, I think, let me get into this, I think that if you put the grips on the side of the controller, like, for your hands so that they don't get sweaty, that's fine, because, you know, my hands get, like, sweaty a lot when I play these types of games, and, you know, the grips would be helpful. I just, you know, you'd have to do that to send that into Scuf, and it would cost a lot of money, and, yeah, so basically, also, Control Freaks they have now. People are like, well, then why do you complain about Scuf when, you know, there's Control Freaks are out there? Well, Control Freaks are like $15 on average. You know, there's ones that are over 15, they're like $20, but there is, you know, the ones that are like obviously $10, but $15 for Control Freaks is way better compared to like a $200 extra controller that you have. I mean, you could also send in your controller, but still, you'd have to pay extra money, because even if you sent in your controller, you still paid the money to get that controller. So, control freaks I don't think are that bad. But here we go with the Scufs. The problem that I have with Scuf controllers is that they are an unfair advantage. Let's say I had a Scuf controller. I will now be able to jump shot and reload and or not sprint because that's the thumbstick, but I will be able to like basically jump shot reload faster than anyone else, and I could basically outclass them. That's what you see a lot of these higher up YouTubers are like that have lots of subscribers. They I mean, I think some of them even promote Scuf gaming and stuff like that. And we're getting into round 2. I was like, wait, that's the end of the gameplay. No, Black Ops 2 has round-based domination. Don't forget about that. But a lot of these YouTubers, they have these Scuf controllers, and they obviously promote Scuf. And when they're in the game, you see them like do all these crazy jump shots, and they reload, and they could do that just because of the paddles on the back of their controller. I mean, and lots of players don't have them. So like I said before, if every Xbox controller or PlayStation controller shipped like a Scuf controller, there would be no problem, but it's just an unfair advantage to have in there. And let me talk a little bit about Advanced Warfare for a second here. I know we've got lots of news already, and you're probably tired of hearing all this news, but I think that if Scuf controllers continue to grow like this, then I think it'll be a way more advantage in Advanced Warfare, because as you saw in the trailer, everyone's like jumping. You could jump like 20 feet, so imagine if you could just jump shot like 20 feet, and especially with the Scuf controllers. I mean, that's just it seems like it's just a too overpowered thing in Advanced Warfare, but I'm not gonna get too much into that because we obviously have no idea about the game except for the fact that it is coming out on the multiplayer reveal is going to be at I think they said 10 o'clock Pacific time on August 11th, which is a Monday, but for me that's 1 o'clock because I live in Eastern time, so 1 p.m. on August 11th, so we'll obviously see more about that. But anyways, like I said before in the video, I'm not hating like, oh my god, I hate Scuf controllers, I hate people that use Scuf controllers. It's just that the controller themselves, the controller just isn't right to have in this community because people just abuse it. If people have the money, they could just basically outclass you in a Call of Duty game, and you won't even know it either. I mean, unless they have like an emblem or in Black Ops 2 that says like, oh yeah, Scuf Gaming, I promote Scuf Gaming, I'm part of Scuf Gaming, like that. Then you would know that they are using it. But if you're going into a regular match with a person that has a Scuf controller, you're not going to know the difference until you get into that match, and he just keeps outgunning you in like every situation. I mean, maybe not all the situations, but in most situations, a player with a Scuf controller will outgun a player with a regular controller, and I don't think that's fair at all. That's why Scuf controllers just have an unfair advantage. And I don't expect people to like be shipped with Scuf controllers like with these consoles or whatever, because I think it would be, even that would be kind of like overpowered. But still, that's just my opinion on how Scuf controllers go. And like I said, I'm not bashing pro players, and we're gonna get into a pro player game or commentary, like I said, later on this week. And I'm not bashing pro players either. I'm not bashing the actual pro players because pro gaming, sorry I keep messing that up, but pro gaming is actually pretty fun to watch. I like to watch like game battles and stuff like that once in a while. They're pretty interesting and pretty fun to watch. And also another thing about pro gaming is that in the pro gaming, everybody uses a Scuf controller. So if, like I said before, if everybody is using a Scuf controller in online because it ships with the console, it's not going to be overpowered because everybody has one. So it's just like everyone having a regular controller, and that's what the pros do. Every pro usually has, I believe they have Scuf controllers, and that's like with every pro gamer out there, they use a Scuf controller. So there's nothing really bad about that in the pro players, but like I said before, pro gaming is fun. It's just the rules with the pro gaming that I have, like that MLG ban stuff. But like I said, we're gonna get more into that. So I hope you did enjoy today's commentary about Scuf controllers. Again, leave your comment below and a rundown. I think they are a little bit unfair as an advantage to get over these regular players that are playing, and of course you're gonna have noobs, and it's just gonna seem like people jump shot a lot or whatever. But all it is just the back. It's a paddle on the back of the controller that allows people to get like jump shotting and reloading at a better state. I don't think I will ever support Scuf controllers just because I think that they are an unfair advantage. But again, it is all opinionated, and I'm not saying like, oh my god, if you use a Scuf, I hate you, I don't like that. No, if you use a Scuf, I mean, it's just, that's what you can, you can afford it, and that's what you get to use. for me, I just prefer using a regular controller, and Control Freaks really help me out also. You know, they're $15. If you can spend $60 on a game, you could spend $15 or $10 to $20 on a Control Freak, and I want to get those grips on the side of the controller like these Scuf controllers have, but you know, then I'd have to send it into Scuf, and that would I would probably spend more money on the grips themselves than just the actual regular controller would be. But anyway, so leave your comments below, like the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe for more Call of Duty content coming throughout the week. So I'll see you on whatever my next video happens to be. I'm Ninja Geek. I'm out. Peace.